So in this video, we're going to be going over some of the basic terminology that you need to know when you start AI OFM. Now, for you beginners, it may be very, very confusing when you start hearing words like LoRA, deepfake, or any of these kind of bigger words that you may have never heard of before in other business models. Don't worry, you're not stupid. This isn't a dummies lesson. We're going to be going over some of the complex terminology that may be used, that you may hear within this business model, and hopefully be able to get your understanding up to scratch so you understand the rest of the things we talk about on this channel. Sweet, ready? So the first one is deepfake. What is a deepfake and what is the difference between that and a face swap? Now, deepfake is normally where you have a video of an original person and you simply just change the face. This could also be the audio, but mainly it's just the face and it's often on a video. However, a face swap, this is normally done on an image where you literally just change the face. It's really easy. You just find an image, upload a face that you want to swap it with, swap it over. So when can you use them and when can't you use them? The main time that you would use a deepfake is when you're editing a video for social media. Now, is this ethical and do we advise it? No, normally not. If you start using deepfakes on social media, it's not illegal, but you may break terms of service of that platform. Such as Instagram, they're going to ban you. However, you may be able to get away with it for a little while. Once again, I don't advise it. And a face swap, also wouldn't advise this. This is normally done on images to get some higher quality images without blurred backgrounds and things like that. However, it drops the facial quality significantly. So ideally, you don't want to be using face swaps or deepfakes. You want to be making full AI content. The only time you would use these two features is if you've got a pilot model and you want to edit your AI model's face onto that pilot model. So the next term would be a pilot model. Now this is basically a body double, or if you want to explain it, it's a model that you're going to be using to be able to change the face of and then use it as your AI model. Because a lot of the time when it comes to large dynamic videos with your AI model, it's very hard to create that. In fact, somewhat impossible. So normally what you want to do is find a pilot model or a real model to be able to perform these certain movements and then change the face. Now this can be used on social media platforms, and this is where face swaps and deepfakes come in, but you need the model's permission, you need their release forms, their IDs, and proof that it is them in the video. Once all of them are verified, then you can use it on these platforms. So the face swaps and the deepfakes, they're good, but only mainly used for pilot models or body doubles. So the next term is going to be LoRA. What is a LoRA? When do I use a LoRA? And how do I make a LoRA? So LoRA is basically where you gather a load of images of your AI model, or the model you want to replicate if you're doing real people. And then what you want to do is you want to centralize that, turn it into a LoRA, which is normally just putting it through AI. And then basically what you're going to do is use that LoRA to be able to tell the AI what you want to create. Because if you just click generate on the AI model with no LoRA attached, then it's just going to simply generate a very inconsistent random face. However, if you attach a LoRA, facial consistency is going to go up significantly. So LoRAs are very dependent on what type of content you put in. For example, if I've got a very low quality image or low quality images that I've been putting into the LoRA, then the quality of the LoRA is going to be significantly lower. However, if they're full HD images, then the LoRA is going to be very good quality. So make sure that you train the LoRA very, very well. Otherwise, you're going to get a very bad output. Similar with facial consistency. If you have a very low facial consistency, this is most likely because your LoRA is trained very badly. So you need to get better images to put into the AI and tell the AI that that is what you want on the output. So to improve facial consistency and quality, you need to have a good LoRA. So the last one that we're going to cover is Inpainting. A lot of you may have heard of Inpainting. What is it? Very, very basic term. It's basically where you use AI to edit a section of the image. So for example, if right now I wanted to turn my face into a woman, then I would inpaint my face and then press play. Very simple and very easy to do. So all of these keywords are going to help you be able to learn within this space. Because on this YouTube channel, we are going over quite advanced stuff in terms of marketing and AI creation, to be able to get you to that next level of AI design and also to that next financial level on FanView. So if you did want to learn a bit more information about this business model and continue learning, then make sure you check out the YouTube channel. If you want more advanced gatekeeped information, then look in the description below, because we have valuable communities and also courses that you can follow to be able to get ahead of your competitors. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has helped, and best of luck with your AR model.